Alright, and
Hey, I'm Aaron.
And I'm Luis, and today we're going to be reviewing the 100 episode 13, Resurrection.
Yep, most of you have probably already seen the episode, or seen all the episodes, or have already at least know what's going on. But if you haven't, that's fine too. So last episode?
Well, last episode, a missile's being launched, towards the village of all the leaders. What was it? It was Town DC, right? Was it Town DC?
I think it was
Town DC. Yeah, Town DC. And Clark and Lexa knew about it. Had to make the decision, which Clark's mom didn't like, obviously. Even though she sent her husband, he got her husband floated. Alright, and judging from Tumblr, like all of you posted, it was the worst decision of her life. Lexa's a bad influence, but
blah, blah,
I don't know.
Blah.
All usual.
So we want to know who agrees with her decision and who doesn't. If you want to write that in the comments, that's fine.
Down below.
So did you agree with her?
I mean, any decision she would have made was gonna come with a death. So
Yeah,
I mean, what are you gonna expect? You can't really get mad at her for it. So like, I'm not gonna choose which one was right or wrong. There's no right or wrong answer. So
this is basically just two bad options.
Yeah.
And she made a choice, which I think if Abby was given the chance, she would have taken forever. By the time she would have made the choice, the missile would have been already launched.
Boom!
Because they didn't even know how long they had for the missile to be launched.
So, well.
But yeah, so either choice wasn't very good. It wasn't very morally correct either, like what she did. But in war tactics, it's probably
statistically it was correct. They would have lost her innocent man if they didn't do it. Bellamy.
I mean, if she would have chosen to expose Bellamy would have died, and they would have no option to even win the war. But anyways, in this episode, we saw the conclusion. What happened? We saw the altercations. What you call them? Yeah. We saw what her decision did, like the aftermath. Yeah. And basically, the mountain men will stop at nothing to kill them.
Get what they want.
Because they had
to get to the ground.
Yeah, they had a scout there too.
Yeah, and he didn't have an oxygen mask, so that means the treatments work, obviously, and just pointed that out.
And they were already killing people, so I think at the end, like her decision was a good one. And they're at war. It isn't an excuse, but it's a reason as to why everybody is having to make these hard decisions that aren't very morally correct, but they're correct in the sense that it's gonna end up winning the war. So everybody's making tough choices, even Jasper. Like,
yeah, that Axios beast, man. Stone Cold Killers. Hashtag Stone Cold Killers.
Cause you love you some action. So yeah, and the show's very realistic. So every decision they make, like, has a consequence.
No one decision goes unturned or is left without a punishment.
So just like in real life, they have consequences, and her decision has a consequences. At the end, she was feeling guilty, Clark, and she's still guilty, but she was gonna be guilty either way.
Yeah.
And it's still very sci-fi, the show and everything. So of course it has a little bit of, like, not completely realistic, but
not too over the top. That's impossible.
Yeah, like, it makes sense to me.
They could go invisible, then that's just impossible right there. The gorilla wasn't impossible though.
I feel like it could happen. And anyway, so the episode started and Clark was seeing what happened.
The aftermath of the bomb.
Yeah, and she decided that she wanted to kill the sniper because it was a kind of a revenge in a sort of way. And Lexa told her that not to bring personal feelings, which I understand, since that's, like, usually what gets people killed in the end. And but Clark said it was personal and proceeded to go try to find the sniper to kill him. And once in the woods, as they went, they found Lincoln in the woods, and they panicked because they basically got caught. But they still went to find the sniper.
And they continued on. By the time they found him, it was like already day.
Yeah. They ended up pretty high off in the village.
Yeah, like high mountain. Not a
not
mountain
village,
top, but like close, very high
mountain,
up.
like a top,
pretty far away, man.
in a high position, and they found the sniper.
You started firing at them?
Yeah. But, like, before they got to the sniper, Lexa looked back at the scene. Like, all the smoke coming out. To me, she seemed, like, a little sad and worried, like...
She's not entirely heartless, guys. That's what we're trying to say there.
Yeah, pretty much. So I don't think she's heartless. I think she feels she just can't afford to, because she's the commander, and the commander's supposed to look tough in front of everybody's eyes.
Yeah.
So basically,
once they found them, Clark drew her fire with the pistol, and then Lincoln ran around and got him. He was about to kill him too, but then he took out the little thing, because he still has that little Reaper side of him left in him, and he was about to get killed because he had the knife at his neck. Then Clark went up to him. He told her to shoot her.
To just kill him and then
save his people.
Yeah.
But instead she said, "You are my people." Then she shot him in the shoulder, which is
like right here.
Yeah,
and it went through and killed the sniper guy.
Right through the heart, man. Dun, dun.
Yeah, but do you actually think it's possible you know how the sniper was that high up? Do you think it's possible for him to shoot at that long of a distance? Because some people were saying it wasn't possible.
Like I saw this thing like in the History Channel about like snipers and stuff, and it said the longest one was like a mile away.
But this is in the future, so maybe they've developed some kind of...
I'm pretty sure, but I mean, like, the rifles don't seem that... They look like regular rifles that I've seen before.
So, I don't know.
Plus, they had a silencer on it, so it made it, like... Silencers make the range go down a bit. Interesting.
So maybe... It's not too far off, but at the same time, if it was today, we would be like, that's not possible. But since it's the future, it leaves it kind of, like, in the air. Like, maybe not. And maybe he's just that good of a shooter.
Either way.
But it made it seem like they were a lot closer, which...
Yeah, he seemed like super far away, but on to the point. And to keep
so basically they killed him, and then down in the village, Abby...
found Kane.
Yeah, she found Kane and was trying to help him, but he was stuck, and then I knew that the thing was going to collapse on them.
Oh,
I even kept screaming, and so it did, and... But then, meanwhile, Octavia's, like, up in the ground while the sniper kept shooting, and she was trying to...
figure out a way to save the people.
Yeah, and Indra was injured, and she told her to make the others... The seconds
follow you.
Yeah, and which... At first they didn't, but then they realized that she was pretty smart when she threw the moonshine on the alcohol. And
I liked how the dude tried to be all cool and stuff and drink it and then go, but then he went back. And then when she took it, she drank it and she's like, oh yeah,
I thought she was going to do the same thing, but she just...
I knew she wasn't. I was thinking either she was going to run or she was going to throw it at the fire. Because I know, like, if you throw beer and stuff, it's like, it burns up.
Because it's alcohol. Yeah. So, which, she's smart because she thought of... I didn't think of that. Like, she used it as cover.
But I didn't really think she was going to do it.
Yeah.
She threw it.
Didn't think about it. He did.
She threw it. She ran. And then she told the others to come, and they ran. And then they started picking up the rocks from that mine-looking thing.
Mm-hmm. And so, but back down where Abby and Kane was, Abby told her
that Clark knew that the missile was coming.
She told Kane, and because I think she was like, I'm about to die. Might as well tell the truth. But I was like, she exposed her. Yeah, she's but I knew that Kane was gonna
defend her because he said
because he understood. Like
he said that she learned that from them because of the decisions they made in the arc.
So he understands, and I knew he would because he didn't respond right away.
He kind of took like a few seconds.
So it was like debatable whether or not he was going to agree. But I kind of had a feeling that he was going to understand since they have done many things. I
think that's not as worse as what they did. First, they sent 100 juveniles. They could have died. They didn't do it, but they could have. They floated. They didn't do it on purpose, but
she floated her husband, which is basically what Kane told her. So at the end, I think Abby kind of understood.
But at the same time, feels still kind of mad at her in a way, but
Yeah.
it's not as much as it used to.
Mm-mm.
Well.
And so again, it wasn't very morally correct what they did, but they did what they had to do because they thought that was what they needed to do.
Well, now we're going on to Mount Weather with Jasper and
then
Monty.
Lincoln blew the horn.
Oh yeah, before that, Lincoln blew the horn after they killed it, letting everybody know it's all okay.
That sniper got taken out, and Octavia and the others rescued Kane and Abby and everybody else that was under.
And then Sky People, started coming together and started working together.
Which was really, I knew it would happen. I was really happy
so
that
cool.
finally, it was
It's like
cool.
the Native Americans and the Pilgrims.
Yeah. And then the people in the Ark and Camp Jaha came back to help them because they saw the thing, yada yada yada. So
Like
it's like in real life, disaster unfortunately brings people together and like, which is kind of sad. I wish people would just be like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, without having to have an incentive that that bad.
So yeah, and in Mount Weather, Clark's friends, which
Jasper and Monty, Miller and Harper.
the bitch is basically like her family now.
Yeah, they just lived together for like people who have been really paying close attention.
Some dude said.
I think it was
one
at least
of the writers said that it was like 2 weeks since Finn died or something. I'm not sure of the timeline, but they've basically gone through a lot. Even if it was in a couple of days
mountain lions
to become to basically be considered family because they don't want neither of them to die. They already lost a lot, and they don't want nobody else to die.
There's like 50 of the original people.
There was 100 originally, and then they went down to like
40 something.
Yeah. So in Mount Weather, the Jasper basically takes the lead, and he learns what it means to be leader, which basically you can't always save everybody. But fortunately, Bellamy saved Fox once.
Yeah, when she was running away, he came up. I thought she was gonna get captured again, and then now he shoots at all the people. That was awesome. 3 headshots if you paid attention. I'm not sure, the third guy might have got it in the chest.
So yeah, and then what happened?
Oh yeah, and then when she came to go get her dad's help, what's her name again?
Maya?
Yeah, Maya got help from her dad. And then she told about her mom and how she was a revolutionary. She didn't agree with
Which I didn't see coming, but you kind of did.
I felt like there was a revolution. There's always, wherever there's like, every perfect place is never perfect. No matter what they do, there's never anything perfect about it. There's always a problem with it. Well, then it happens. Then they start getting guns and they're gonna use the trash chute.
They basically put it. We learned that this is like the second time that they put Maya in a life-threatening situation. They basically give her like 30 minutes of air and then put her in there, and Monty's like,
it was 20.
I mean, I thought it was 30.
It's 20. Either way, still she has a little bit of air.
She had basically less than an hour left to either make it. So Jasper makes a decision to just surrender or let her die, basically. And sorry guys, our camera
cut, so we had to stop, but
we don't have any more memory, so we're just gonna do it like this for right now. And basically, let's go to
the trash chute, like close to the end, basically. So he disables the trash chute, Monty, and then he's trying to fix it, but then Bellamy comes from the inside of it and pushes it out.
He ends up saying screw it and like breaks the panel thingy, and then he's like, they were trying to pry it open, but they didn't have enough force or something, and then Bellamy kicked it open.
Yeah.
And so that happened, and where were we? So a lot of shit happens, and then Maya got put in a life-threatening situation. We already said that, right? So, Bellamy.
But she got put in one again though, because her family and all the bunch of other people that don't agree with Cage are helping them, so they could get killed or executed or something.
But basically, Bellamy saves the day again, and like saves them, and then they decide, like her father brings more people to help them, and they hide the rest of the people. Everybody goes through the trash chute, deciding why bring guns in, why not just get out.
Yeah.
And so they basically go, and then when Cage goes and he doesn't find anything. And and then Bellamy goes back undercover. And then Lexa and Clark go back to camp. Or was it a village, or what was it?
It's camp.
It's going.
Oh, okay.
With Lincoln.
Yeah, Lincoln gets back. He blew the horn already. No, telling that the sniper's dead. He comes back. He gives.
It's already night, by the way. By the time they make it back, it's already night.
Yeah, it's a really long trip.
And so they make it back, but Lincoln kisses Octavia, and like they have a little sweet reunion and whatnot. And then Indra
agrees with Lincoln. He gives him like the little handshake they have and stuff.
Yeah, like it's like an wrist grab. Yeah, no, not wrist. That's like arm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Indra basically finally forgives him, because I read the tweet from I forgot his name. But the guy that created the show, I guess. Yeah. Anyways, I read a tweet that said that Indra was his village like leader, and Anya was just the military unit leader. So yeah, and they make it back, and then they
chant for the leader, and
they're like, Hedda.
And then Abby, Clark's mom, cuts it short. She kills the moment. After
Alexa kind of tries to give a speech being like, we will be avenged. No, the death will be avenged.
Yeah. She killed the moment, man. But then after that...
But Alexa kind of just let her. It's like, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, we actually had to help people out, so they did.
Then the Sky people came from Camp Jaha, and they started working together.
Which was very sweet.
Yeah.
Again, I think we already went over that part. And then Abby kind of wants to talk to Clark and tells her, like, remember that you're still human. I mean, not that we're the good guys.
That we're the good guys.
That we're the good guys. So I think Abby kind of understands Clark.
Yeah.
By this point, like the decision, why she made the decision she made.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, I really liked this episode.
I liked it too. So much was happening. It was epic, awesome. He couldn't stop yelling at the TV. I couldn't
stop yelling at the TV. I was, which is embarrassing, but whatever.
Yeah. I liked it. Pretty good show overall. I liked the action. All the shooting, cutting stuff.
So, predictions.
It's about to go down, guys. The war's coming. Last 2 episodes.
Yeah, I think that the last 2 episodes are going to focus just on the war. Like, what's gonna happen. I think it's gonna end up in a little bit of a cliffhanger, probably.
Yeah, like last episode. Last season. Oh my god, last season, man. I swear.
We binge watched the whole, because we barely caught up.
Yeah.
Like in an episode or 2 ago. Yeah. We didn't know about the show until like a week ago or something. And we watched it like in 2 days. Like you watched it in 2 days. I watched it like in a whole day.
Yeah.
But it's a really good show.
Yeah.
Because it has a lot of strong women. Like basically, women are the leaders. Like the guys are just like the soldiers, which is new. I really like, and so everybody made decisions, and I think everybody's gonna have to make more hard decisions that are gonna haunt them in the end.
In the coming war.
And I think Lexa is probably, maybe not right away, but eventually she's going to learn that you can love, and that it can be strength instead of weakness. But I understand like why she ended up believing it. It wasn't like she just all of a sudden thought it was like, oh, love is weakness. Like it wasn't like, I don't think she always thought that. I think
she had an experience.
She experienced it. Like the person she cared and loved for got beheaded because she was hers, like she said. Like, so she basically, love is weakness in her position because she's the commander, and like whenever you're trying to take down a person, you're gonna go for what they love. And if they don't have nothing they love, then you can't really hurt them. So, like, in that sense, it is weakness, but I feel like she's gonna understand that, like, end up believing that love can be strength as well. It's gonna take her a while to get there, maybe.
But she'll learn.
I think she'll learn. I think Clark is gonna
help her along the way.
Like, because she's smart. Lex is very smart, and she knows. And I think Kane knows that she's smart, because she could have killed them, or not even giving them a chance, you know?
Yeah.
But she gave them a chance, and, like... So, I think... I think that she's gonna end up... Because every character starts in one position, like, Bellamy seemed very arrogant and cocky, and, like, I can do whatever I want, and now he's, like, following Clark, and he's... Like, we're the good guys, we need to do this. Like, everybody has things that they've done. Like, killed people and stuff. And people, like, fans forgive them, but for some reason they think that Lexi's, like, a bad influence and that she's horrible. But, yeah. I'm probably ranting on at this point. So, you...
Pretty good show, I know, yeah, but what's gonna happen with war and stuff? Decisions are gonna be made, morally, people are gonna be put to the test, stuff like that. What I think's gonna happen, obviously lots of death, but
I hope nobody I like dies.
Yeah, me neither. But every character, like he said, begins at one point and ends at another, which is one thing
that we really like about the show.
Yep. So,
and all the action, which is very cool.
Well, I guess that's the end of it, guys.
Like,
thanks for watching. If you made it this far, subscribe, and dislike if you like.
If you want to dislike it, go ahead. Tell us what we could do better, since this is like our first time really
reviewing
doing it.
Things. Yeah,
we're pretty new to the reviewing. Or just leave your opinion on the episode or the show in general. So comment below and all the stuff. And if you have any shows that you would like us to recommend that we watch, you can go ahead and do that too. So
comment below, all that good stuff, Well, I guess we're out, man. Peace. Bye.
Peace out. Da 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 da.